So in this video, I want to talk about how I went from dropping out of school about a year and a half ago to now having the skills to be a highly paid software engineer and having way more opportunities in front of me than I ever have. So to start the story, we have to start in 2020. And I am graduating from high school and about to start my first year of college. So I decided to go to Ohio State because it's a good school and it's close by. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I just picked business as a major because I was somewhat interested in investing, and I just thought it would be a good way to make money. But so then COVID hit and everything pretty much changed. So I did really enjoy my first year of college and I had a lot of fun. I actually made some YouTube videos, but I didn't really feel like I was getting the education I paid for because we paid full price, if not more, for remote learning, which for me was just all GEs that I just wasn't interested in at all. And it felt like, why am I paying this much money just to take these GEs that this school tells me I have to take? So I just had a sour taste in my mouth and I just didn't feel right spending that much of my money and my family's money on going to university, especially during COVID. So my original plan was just to take a year off of school, kind of figure out what I want to do, and maybe things will return to normal and it'll be better. And so the more time I spent away from school, the more I realized I never planned on going back. I knew I didn't want to do a 4-year degree, and I knew I definitely didn't want to do it in business. So I think the biggest challenge for me was just to make that decision not to go to school despite everyone around me telling me it's a bad idea. I feel like the biggest sign of strength is if you are able to make decisions in the face of 100 people telling you it's a bad idea, but you know deep inside what's best for you. So to be able to make that decision is incredibly rewarding and definitely worth all the stress. So it was around that time I was also interested in investing, and more specifically crypto. So I was really fascinated to learn how it worked because I was like, I don't want to invest in something if I don't really understand how the technology works. And so around this time I got really interested in tech, and I was kind of more learning general purpose of how things work, and I really wanted to just get more specific and learn more. So it was around this time my mom actually got an advertisement for a coding boot camp through Ohio State. The boot camp is actually run by a company called 2U, which they do all of the training and support. They just partner with Ohio State to offer it through them. So it was a 6-month program, really intense, and it's based around web development. So building websites and building full stack web applications. So we learned stuff like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, MySQL, MongoDB, Express.js, Node.js. So it was really packing in all the skills you need to be a full stack software engineer. And this honestly just seemed like a great idea to me. I can get to the career I want to have and something I'm actually interested in, and also just work really, really hard for 6 months, and then you are already qualified to have a career in tech. So this opened up so many possibilities in my mind because I also had app ideas, and I had all these ideas I wanted to execute, but no real technical knowledge of how to implement them. So for that 6 months, I honestly had no social life. All I would do was go to work. I worked at a restaurant to live in my own apartment while I was just focused in and grinding on the boot camp. So I didn't really see anyone except my girlfriend, and that 6 months of just head down grinding was honestly the most rewarding experience I've had. To see how you can go from building something so simple as just a plain website with text on it to 6 months later building full stack applications with servers and databases. It was addicting to keep seeing that progress over time. So the 6 months ended and I did really well in the boot camp. I had a 94% average in the class. So then I actually got hired very soon after graduating from 2U, the company that does the boot camp, as a learning assistant. So basically what I do is we have 24-hour chat support for students going through assignments in the boot camp. So now I'm part of the team that answers those questions and gives students guidance on how to go from there. So it's just really cool to just about 2 months ago finishing up the boot camp to now helping students with all of the assignments throughout the whole boot camp. So it was really cool to just see that evolution. You really get out what you put into it as well. I tried to get as much out of it as possible, and now 6 months later I'm in a completely different mindset than I was before. So yeah, I just wanted to find an alternate path, and I didn't want to work as an investment banker after graduating with a finance degree, and I also didn't want to take a dropshipping course and learn how to sell fidget spinners on eBay. I really wanted something where I could really apply myself and a career where it's results driven. So in tech, what I love the most is if you can get results and find a more efficient way to do something, then you're encouraged to do that. But I feel like now in school, like growing up, you were told to do things a certain way, and you were never rewarded if you got the work done first. They're just like, oh, here's some more work since you're done. But with tech, if you have a simpler solution to a problem, everyone is all ears for it because it just makes sense. And I think every industry should be like that. So that's a little bit about my story and how I got started coding. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, comment your thoughts or any ideas for future videos. But yeah, my name is Josh Greif. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you soon. Signing off.